So, welcome aboard, everybody. I'm just saying hello pretty much for the sake of anybody who comes on board later. I usually start with 0 viewers, and that's exactly where I am right now, so I'm not shocked that that's where we're at. But welcome aboard, anybody who picks up the stream. Glad we're taking a look. We're going to play a little Shroud of the Avatar tonight, as usual, and just going to be poking around, looking for trouble. I think I'm likely to start with some uh, pit dragons, maybe, and then move quickly on to some Razorback destroyers and just kind of poke around and see what's going on. Maybe meet up with some of the guild folks later on and make trouble someplace else. Just no telling what's going to happen. It's Friday night. We're off to the races. Go ahead and get logged in here. If somebody pops in and says hello, give me a second to respond. I'm trying to get in the habit of regularly checking out the chat windows and making sure I respond to people. Looks like I'm already in the Rise. That's where I logged out, so I guess we'll start with some pit dragons. Even though I posted us as Razorbacks, I realized that when I logged out in the pit. So it seems like a good place to get warmed up. Loading screens, fun. I've got a new app running. I've got a GreetBot app running, so I'll be interested to see whether or not that works as it's supposed to. All right. There's our little pit dragony friend there. I want to get started pretty quick, so I'm not going to take forever. We're just going to get started as quickly as possible here. So I'll go ahead and give the legendary Croc a warm up. Let him get started, and we'll go see how we do. See if the first one's going to be stubborn or easy this time. Not going to start off too terribly hard. All right. Now, of course, you let your timing get just a little bit off, and there you are. I'm left with my regular attacks on him for a while, so we'll just let him do his thing. Keep the Croc healed. He'll be back down in a second. There he is. Get your head in the dark. There we go. Always a good sign. Give him a big fat break armor. Oh. Slow. I missed that one. There we go. I dropped a shield bash in here, just kind of giving that a try. Don't know if that's going to do for me what I need to. It's got a stun on it. It's got a possible knockback. I may need to crank the numbers on that one up a little bit before I start to see a real benefit. There he goes. Got the knockback on him. He goes down pretty quick. Keep the crocodile healed. Give another blow. There you go. They're a little sloppy towards the end there, but you get the general idea. I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way here for a while. Typical kind of dragon haul, dragon parts, and no artifact drop this time. There's a 10-minute timer on this one, so I'm just going to skip on out of here, I think, rather than wait for him to reset, and we'll head over to knock out a few Razorback destroyers. So I'm going to teleport over to South Drakvald Spur. And the north entrance is the easy access to Razorback destroyers. And it turns out that Snowdog, who is on the stream with me with some regularity, is out for the weekend. He's visiting daughter and grandkids. And so I'm going to go ahead and knock out this night vision. It makes the world an ugly green, although it is exceedingly effective for what it does. Let's go see where the Razorback destroyers are. I know they're out here. So I will frenzy up the pit. Having some connection issues. I hope it's not affecting the stream too badly. But if it is, come back and take a look a little later on. After the video's processed, it seems to be much less painful to watch if my connections give me a hard time. So let me see if I can get this little cycle going here. Oh, the wild boar friend always shows up around here at some point. He doesn't last very long, though. So I'm going to see if I can't just kind of keep it on. Make sure I get on the destroyer, crank myself up a little berserkness so I can make some contribution. Although I don't make a contribution like the Croc does. And do his thing. Oop. Slow on the knockdown. Let's see what's going on in that clump of trees. Come on in there and see if I can clear that up some. Got to throw the fireflies on him. Should have done that. Hop out a short form Sonata anyway. So it's not always exciting to do 30,000 hit points of damage, but you know, it gets done eventually. And if you stay on him, the timing right, etc., and he really doesn't do much damage to the croc. It's just a matter of waiting for him to get beat down. There he goes. Now it looks like I got a little knockback on him that time. Oh, look at that, low focus. Come on, go down. Onto your side. There he goes. I can keep the cycle going on him this time. Oh, he doesn't go down fast. Not for me, anyway. I know I've got skills to work on still. I'm not the ultimate. I'm thinking about doing a little streaming on another game as well. So, you know, pop back in and see what that may look like. I don't know if I'm going to get that set up the way I want this weekend or not, but I'm thinking it's going to happen. Ah, look at that. And the very first one, a Ringmaster's Vest, exceedingly valuable goodie. Love that taming gear artifact. Now let's go find another one. There's one right here. You go get him in a frenzy. And alacrity. Spam heal him a bit. No, I didn't really need the double potion, but I'll take the focus I got from it anyway. Try to see if I can't do this, simplify this process a little bit. And just kind of work on keeping him down. Knocked over, knocked over, knocked over. Come on. There he is. I want to see him flop on his side, so I know I got him. Alright, seems to hang on to him a little bit longer than it does some things. So that's alright with me. That time he went over on his side. Quiet this evening, but gotta start somewhere, and 0 viewers is where I regularly start. Or 1 viewer, welcome 1 viewer if you are an actual viewer. Although I strongly suspect you're an advertising bot. Got to train my focus skills up. Got to get that focus up. That's all there is to it. Over on your side. I don't know if this is going to do any good, but I'm going to go ahead and bust an atonal aria out just for fun. Figure I've got time and it can't do any harm. A little extra damage while we just stand here going toe to toe. Got to start watching for the knockback from that shield. Let's see what there is to see. Quiet Hall from that one. Sorry about the cough. My sinuses are tearing me up. I'm on a little outside of my scheduled hours too. I don't know that that really affects that anybody's looking for right now, but that is still the case. Hmm. You know, I've got a couple of things missing here, things I think I may want to modify. Um, Maybe we'll take care of that after this particular one. Let me take a brief look at decks too. Be a little embarrassed by how many decks I run, but you know, not too bad. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Slow and pointless. Not pointless. It does consistent repeating damage. I just don't know that my skills are where they need to be getting the most out of that. I don't want to say anything negative about the actual skill because I'm not maximizing it. Somebody out there who's using it right is probably getting awesome effect. See what kind of bonus we get out of this anthem if I go ahead and stack it all the way up. And then a stacked frenzy. Throw him a little heal. Knock down the Razorback. See if that helps him chew it off at the end. It seems to have accelerated the rate of decline a little bit. Hmm. All right, well, I got a hot minute, and it looks like this is a little bit of a quiet corner of the world. I'm going to take a look at this deck. I'm running the Leather Taming Bludgeon deck right now, and I think I want to make some mods because it feels to me like I've, in making my adjustments to things, I got things that I don't really use here as often as I would like, and I want to bump some things around. So let's start with looking at the Bard tree, where I think I'm going to lose the atonal aria for my purposes here. I still want to keep the fireflies. because they keep things off pretty nicely. I keep him from focusing on things fairly nicely. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and keep Frenzy. I want to add Crushing Blow, though, so I'm going to put my Knockdown in the first spot, and I still want Break Armor in position where I'm most frequently going to cast it next, and then I'm going to drop Crushing Blow in after that. Now, that and the Shield Bash, which also carries a good stun, I hope will leave me one more useful skill there than I was sporting previously. So we'll go ahead and mark that done. We'll see if we can't put this to work someplace on a Razorback Destroyer. I see some cotton over here. I can't resist going for a cheap beetle if I, And so, no beetle on that one. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. No Beetlejuice on that. Now I think the other place for Destroyer, kind of up in this general direction. I haven't spent a lot of time here. I've just run here a bit with some of the other tamers. I hadn't really felt like I was in a spot where I wanted to come here on my own, but I've recently gotten foolishly confident, and so figure, what the heck, why not go out and get killed someplace? And I guess we need to, I'm not going to loot them up. There's one of our Destroyer friends. Stack up a quick Anthem of Alacrity and then start the knockdown process. Okay, so now I'm going to stack up that Break Armor, the Crushing Blow, Shield Bash, and we'll knock him down again. Alright. Yeah, timing's a little long on those, so I don't know if I'm going to hang on to that full stack on the Crushing Blow or the Shield Bash. Just experimenting with technique. There he went. Haven't seen him go over on his side yet. Was that it? Hmm. Not Sue. Hey, Dwip. Hi, good to see you. A real person. Sorry that took so long. I didn't really realize that you had popped in. I feel like an idiot. I see my greet bot is not apparently working, so you gotta look at how to make that thing work. Really got a lot to learn about this streaming thing, I gotta tell you. Well, that one took a long time and felt like I was incredibly clumsy. meticulous times two. But no more gear. Though to be fair, a Ringmaster's vest is a fair haul for a trip out here. Not fair haul, but it's good. I've spent more time out here and not found one. But I hope I didn't jinx myself by getting a good drop the very first thing. Well, Mr. Fish in the background there is a little excited about life. You go ahead and pop back to the screen that's got my aquarium in the background there. And look over my shoulder for a little while. I have a very large female Oscar in that tank who's been feeling her oats recently. There's another destroyer over here. Boars have a remarkable capacity to heal at the very end of their lives. Or so it seems when you're wailing on one. Yes. And the croc show his unique ability to stand right over what you're trying to skin. In this case, actually putting his mesh over the mesh of the board. Oh, wow. That was a little on the nothing side of nothing. Again, I'm getting the occasional flash that tells me my connection is slow, so if that is affecting y'all in a negative way, I got to apologize for that. I think I'm going to head back over into the pit. From the pit where the pace is a little slower. I won't say slower. It's exactly what you want it to be here. How much slower can it be? My preferred route to get to the pit is to go in through Tartarus. So a recall to Tartarus brings you in underground, and then you just turn around and hightail it back into the rise. All right, the fish isn't going to do anything fun over my shoulder anymore. I'm making myself that window. I do need to go back here into the rise. It is a double load, so that part of it's no fun, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna take just a second here. All right, let's go take a look and see what we got. Come along the back edge here. This is just the staging spot that I like. I'm sure everybody's got their own preferred place to stand in here while they get the lay of the land and figure out what's going on. I'm going to pretty much same set of procedures I follow with the destroyers. It starts off when I'm in a hurry anyway. If I don't want to stack up 3 or 4 different things before I get started, it starts off with a little frenzy and then get out there. And I come in with him and we'll try to lay the dragon's head in the dirt. And that did it. So I'm going to stack a little break armor. Dragon doesn't keep his head down nearly as long as the Razorback. So I got to be ready to go with another one on the dragon pretty quick. I give him a crushing blow this time. Make sure the croc stays healed. Also got to watch that a little more carefully here. And sometimes if your timing gets off, it can be particularly bad in here with regard to him starting to fly around and do crazy stuff like that you want to avoid. I mean, he's going to fly. You know, you just don't want to do it any more than he absolutely has to. Like, there he went. So we'll just keep an eye on him. I might have him. Yeah, I've actually got him knocked out in the air, which is a good thing. That means he's going to come down right back here again. And I can look to get another successful hit on him. And just keep the chain going. As you can see, the pit dragons go down quick because they have about a third the hit points as the Razorback destroyers do. Of course, the pit dragons do not drop taming gear. So if you're hunting for the drops as opposed to the experience points, then maybe you want to spend your time with the Razorback destroyers, because they drop the taming gear. Here, there's no telling exactly what you're going to get. A lot of different things will drop here. Nothing on this one except dragon parts and the usual dragon goodies. There's a 10-minute clock that runs down here on respawns, so I usually run a little stopwatch timer off to the side. Keep me up to date on what's going on, when I'm going to be coming, do another dragon. And I'm going to take this opportunity to step away for a hot minute, and we'll be back. Mic is back on, and we are going to be going back live. Should have a new pit dragon in 3 seconds or less. And there he is.
I really like the transition screens.
Thank you. So out he goes. And I just do it like this to keep from having to stack a bunch of stuff and immediately before I go out. It is a less efficient way to do it. It takes a couple of minutes longer to get the full effect of negatives on him, but it's still, they still get there, and you can still keep him head in the mud 90% of the time. Come on, head in the mud. There he goes. I have done some playing with the transition scenes, and I'm thinking about doing a little streaming of another game as well, and I set up a series of scenes for it with a different theme. I really like the way Streamlabs lets me, think and work and design scenes and that kind of thing.
By the way, if you go ahead and charge your knockdown all the way up, it'll stun them for longer.
I'll give that a run. I like it when I can get him stunned in the air.
Uh,
I like to charge up the break armors too. Should be getting a good bonus on my crushing blows. I just added the shield bash, so I don't know how that's going to work out over the long haul.
Be careful stacking too many of those stuns. You'll make them 100% stun resistant.
Oh, gotcha. There he goes.
I'm gonna be AFK a second.
All right. Then I'm going to take myself off the screen. Poof, I'm gone. Look at that. Ring of luck on that haul. A little ancient essence for repair. And we'll step back to the spot of relaxation and restart the timer so I know when it's coming up. Not just kind of in chillax mode until he comes back online. Friday night warm-up, this is a nice pace to fight at for me. I don't mind a little quiet time. I did get a new webcam that I've got attached now. Wider angle of view, a higher resolution, a higher frame rate. So hopefully that will make a little bit of a difference in the quality of at least some aspects of the stream. I know that from where I am right now, based on bandwidth available at my location, I'm out in the county. I don't have access to fiber optic. I'm barely within a quarter of a mile of a fiber optic line, I think. And so until I get my Starlink service established, which is probably, could be as long as 6 months away, I'm likely to experience some occasional issues with the quality of the stream, as I said earlier, at least if it's going up live. Now, on YouTube, it usually does a little better after the video processes. And same is true here at Twitch after the video's had a chance to process. And it's not a live stream anymore. It seems to be a lot less painful to watch. So, apologies to those of you who are experiencing pain while you try to watch. All one of you at this point. We're about 6.5 minutes out from our next pit dragon, so relax. I need to get a music player for in here of some sort, don't I? All right, thinking I'm clever, I just went and added a little music player. So let's see let's see if we get music. I'm not sure if we're hearing anything. Somebody could help me out here. Do I have to add the input? I'm Let's see if I can find a particular station. I'm just going to try. Can't really tell if I'm getting any music or not, to be honest with you. Oh, here we go. Just took a little while to come through. I'm going to turn the volume down so it's very backgroundy. All right. We'll see how that goes. And I may be interested in seeing if I can feature some specific music in here. For those of you who know what you're doing when you're streaming, forgive me. This is all, I've been at this for, well, it'd be about a week, maybe 10 days this weekend. So got a lot to learn and a long way to go to smooth the whole process out. Should be about a minute and a half from a dragon. And there's our little dragon friend is back again. Let's go ahead and take care of business. We'll go ahead and stack up a little frenzy for the croc. Get this dance started. Should have given him a little stack one that time. And that is leaving him down much longer. Very nice. And I stack another one of those up. That works beautifully, beautifully. Much appreciation for that little tidbit, Mondravis. I don't know that I had been as religiously stacking that up as I should have. Give him another one of those. Oh, I'm slow on that one, but I'll give him another one. All right, not as long that time, but it'll last a while. There's a good one. That's the end of that dragon. And I would say that that is a good indication of how it's supposed to be done. Dragon goes fast. He's supposed to spawn he's supposed to drop an artifact though. But all things being equal, that was a good quick cleanup run on a dragon. And we're back to it. Got about 10 minutes till our next. I've already got the clock reset. And I'm going to go poke around for a little different music. Let's see what we can find that may be a little... I'm going to hop over to a little different station. I think for the pit we need a little different music than the upbeat EDM dance music. So I'm going with eerie ambience and creepy vibe. But even that's a little weird for me. Let's try something else. Well, we're just getting into scheduled streaming hours, so I guess if anybody was poking around and looking for the right time that I've got listed, it might be between now and later than now. Oh, hell. I'm carrying too many dragon parts and other Razorback parts. If I'm smart, I will go ahead and take a hot minute and go empty some packs and come back here. So let me do that. We'll hop quick back to Night's Watch. Teleport to Night's Watch. My place is predictably Hayden's place. Lakeside, Hayden's place.
All right, I'm back.
All right, I added a music player to the stream. Interested to see how that's working. If you can give me feedback on that. It's not playing anything right this minute. Kind of a pause between songs, but waiting for Pit Dragon seemed awfully quiet, so I went and grabbed an app.
Yeah. Looks like Alfonso is down here. Zombie fan.
Aha! Got a dragon head in that hall.
Nice.
And another egg to throw on the pile. It's like 17 orange dragon eggs on the pile right now. So I'll check something else with you too. If I installed what is supposed to be a greet bot, like an automatic greeter, when people come into the room, but I'm not seeing it post anything in my stream chat here in Streamlabs. Is it posting anything in on Twitch?
You're gonna have to give me a second.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just wondering if anybody's getting a hello over there. If not, I can try a different one or try to adjust this one.
Dude, Alfonso and I are burning these things down fast.
I bet with two of you there.
I didn't know if the bar damage songs would stack.
Oh, they've got to. They're coming from two separate sources.
Yeah, but there's still a rolling buff or debuff. But one, as soon as one's, they're like stacking over each other, so it's like bam, 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 bam. I don't hear a music player, by the way.
So you're not hearing any music. Let me
No,
see.
you probably have the background noise down too low.
Let me turn it up some. Does that put anything through the channel? Hmm.
It's slow, so I have to wait to catch up.
Yeah, I'm sure. I did have it turned way down.
Yep, I can hear it now.
Okay. I guess it's just a matter of, you know, getting it set where it needs to be. I could also spend a little time over here with my volume mixer. I generally don't play with any music, so I think typically what I'm likely to probably do is leave it in the super low to almost muted range most of the time when there's actual play going on, and then turn it up when I'm quiet or when I'm AFK for a few minutes or something along those lines. So I appreciate y'all. It kind of helped me test things out while I get this whole thing figured out. I did set some macro buttons on the side of my new keyboard to allow me to rapidly switch scenes. Didn't know what I was going to use those macro buttons for. Couldn't decide exactly how I wanted to use them for gameplay, but they turned out to be exceedingly useful for helping me switch stream scenes without having to take the time to reach over to another screen and click on a new scene. So I think what I'm going to do, since I've got this working and I've got a few things going with regards to music, I want to mess with my chat bot a little bit and see if I can get that fixed, and then maybe come back on here a little later on this evening and see what kind of trouble we can get into. So in the meantime, I want to thank anybody who happens to stop by to, take a look at the thing after the fact, since I know it's, we've been hovering around the one viewer for the hour and change. I've been puttering around here early this evening, not prime viewing time, so I didn't really expect anything, but I was able to test a few things. So very good in that sense. And thank y'all so much. I'll catch up with you later.